Hi everyone.
안녕하세요 여러분.
We're Ray
and Jin.
and today I'm gonna try my darndest to sweet talk the front desk lady at my high school where I went to high school more than 10 years ago to see if she'll let us inside to have a little tour of my school.
Yeah, I hope so.
You hope so?
Yeah.
You want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm personally excited because I haven't been back here in so long. I'm curious to see if anything's changed, what's still the same. But I'm also excited to show you guys because most of you are Korean and maybe you don't know what it's like inside of an American high school. So let's go.
Let's go.
So I went to elementary, middle, and high school here. But our high school was massive. You'll see what I mean soon. It's just gigantic.
Wow.
This is where I hated my life. My mom moved us to this area because the school system, the public school system, is really high quality. And I agree, like the teachers were all really good here. But I only went to school here for maybe a year and a half because Minnesota has this cool program where some top high school students can just go to college early. So that's what I did. I went to college when I was 16, I think, and only did about a year at high school, which was really cool. But look where I ended up. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna ask the security if we can go inside the school. They'll probably say no, but it doesn't hurt to ask. We asked nicely and they let us in because there's no students right now. But this school is just super massive. You can barely see the other side. It's like really tiny, right? But there's 2 floors and there's a color for every section of the school. Right now we're in the green section. When I was in high school here, every color was a different grade. Like green was the freshmen and the next color was the sophomores. But I don't know if that's still how it works, but let's look. In each section, there's like this office. It's like the counselor's office, or like you can ask questions here, and then you have all of your lockers on the side, like this. So little. In American schools, or most American schools, you're not allowed to bring a backpack for safety reasons, so you always have to come back to your locker in between each class. And your classes are throughout the whole school, so you have 5 minutes in between classes to run to your locker, get your books, and then like sprint to the other side of the school. Look at this. Wow, that looks really sad in there. Oh yeah, I remember something else too. One year I was so unlucky because I freaking had the corner locker. Do you know how difficult it is to deal with this? And everyone wants to get into the same locker at the same time. And I've been this height since I was in middle school, so these lockers are really tiny. But yeah, the school is actually designed really well because you could think of it like Hogwarts. There's different houses and everybody can just hang out in their own house section. So this was the only bathroom.
It was only one?
Like in each house, there's one bathroom on the first floor and one upstairs, I think. But I remember these bathrooms, at least when I went to school here, the doors, half of them didn't work or half of them just didn't exist. So if you wanted to use the bathroom, it was really embarrassing and stressful. And I just avoided it at all costs. And then you have like a gigantic common area to hang out with people. There used to be more tables and stuff to hang out, but I don't know what that was. Did I do something wrong? I mean, as an adult, this school is cool. When I was a student here, I hated it. But I think that's the same for all students, right?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
What is this?
It's just like seating.
Oh.
I used to just draw or have my lunch here. But it's like copied. Every single house has one of these, so it's really nice.
It's this big.
I told you, it's gigantic. I remember like when I was taking art classes, like digital media classes, I always had to come in here to do my projects. And I remember I had a crazy friend that from the upstairs climbed over the railing and like hugged this all the way down, like slid down like a pole. And that person got expelled, so don't recommend that. My old teacher is still here. Do you want to go upstairs?
You think that person is still working?
Possibly. She was my favorite teacher. Oh wait, there was an art class here. Yeah, this is the same room I had. This is where I got good at art. This is my old art classroom. Look at that. That's cool. Let's go upstairs because I want to see if my old teacher's classroom is still there. Oh, this school is so big, right? I think my class had about 300 students in it, and there's 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade here, so that's a lot of students.
여기 이렇게 2층으로 되어 있고 되게 깔끔하게 되게 정리되어 있는 게 되게 인상 깊어요. 와.
This is where I took AP US History, and I hated it so much, so I downgraded to normal US History. And this was my favorite English teacher's classroom, but it's not anymore. It says personal wellness. But look at that. This just gives me anxiety all over again. Look how many chairs are in there. Oh, and you have to give a presentation in front of everyone. It's sad. Usually like you have, all of these are to hang student work and stuff, but I think because classes are just not the same these days, they don't really have anything up right now.
Maybe only online.
Actually, I don't know, because it's Monday today. There should be students here, but there's no one.
이 곡은 고등학교 때부터 대학교처럼 이렇게 어떤 강좌를 수강할지 이렇게 체크를 한 다음에 학생이 가만히 있고 선생님이 움직이는 방식이 아니라 대학교처럼 수강하는 방식이에요. 그래서 이렇게 교실이 조그마한 교실이 엄청나게 많아요.
So, what's so interesting is up here we have these like artworks. Actually, my grade is the one that made these. This is the one that I helped with. It's really cool, actually. I can't believe it's still here. These were all of the biology classrooms, and I remember I really liked my classes here. And actually, I had this old biology teacher, and he told me that he adopted his daughter from Korea because her parents had both died. But I think that was one of the most shocking things I'd ever heard when I was younger, how he adopted his daughter. But still, that teacher was really cool. He inspired me to study biology in college.
저도 미국에서 학교 다녀가지고 대충 뭐 어떻게 돌아가는지를 알겠는데 이 학교는 되게 크네요. 제 학교는 1층이었는데 여기 2층이고 뭐 수영장도 있고 막 깨끗하고 되게 좋아요.
This I really did not like when I was young. This is the cafeteria. Let's go. I took class here. It's choir. Believe it or not, I used to sing. Not well, but I did.
There are orgs and stuff.
Yeah, all of our like competitions and stuff are hung up there. And this is the cafeteria. Usually like your friends all sit at one table. I was a very lonely child, so I didn't know where to sit. This place. There's sports going on, so be very quiet. This is where I first got into weightlifting. This is better than any gym I've ever been to in Korea. Look at that.
미국에는 학생들한테 어렸을 때부터 막 웨이트 이런 거 하라고 웨이트장이 되게 잘 돼 있어요. 스쿼트랙이랑 막 벤치프레스 랙 막 5개씩 있고 그랬어요.
This is the locker room area. Oh yeah, they used to make us do sprints up and down this hallway. I hated that.
여기 밖에서 봤을 땐 잘 몰랐는데 학교 진짜 크네요. 와, 실내 운동장만 한 5-6개 되는 것 같아요. 그리고 아직 수영장 이런 거는 보지도 못했어요.
Oh my god, this is big too. Holy crap, look in there. This is a big gym too. I don't think I'm supposed to go in here, but look at how big it is in here. PE was my least favorite class. I was always the one like, for example, if we're doing basketball, I'm always the one that gets hit in the head with the basketball. There was one exciting moment in my entire high school gym career, and that was we were playing football, and finally I intercepted the ball, right? And I start running, and everyone's cheering for me. Go, great, great, great. I'm so excited. I get to the end, freaking touchdown. And they're like, you idiot, our goal is the other side. I'll still never forget that day. It's so embarrassing.
와, 여기 무슨 스키부에 골프부에 별의별 운동을 다 하네요. 와.
You can do every sport, but I never did sports because it's so expensive. Like, I'm not rich. It was way too expensive to do sports here.
여기 운동 시설도 되게 잘 돼 있고 되게 공부할 맛 날 것 같아요.
Bye bye school. Alright everyone, hope you enjoyed coming along and taking a look at my school. I haven't been there since I left in like 2010-ish. So it's kind of crazy. Pretty much mostly the same, even some of the same artwork, but also different. So, but anyway guys, be sure to like this video, subscribe please, we'd really appreciate it. And also if you have any questions about American schools or any comments about American schools, please let me know. I'll do my best to answer them for you. And yeah, we will see you in our next video. Bye guys.
Bye.
Oh, say can you see